My name is Daniel Lee Kostic. I understand that any information provided, spoken or in writing to the FBI, that is not truthful is a federal offense, and with the understanding that the FBI may investigate if any part is found to be incorrect.
My name is Daniel Kostic. This is a documentary that offers a different perspective on the Zodiac Killers' handwriting analysis. I'm not offering any new information or suspects, only an insight that is unique to the Zodiac and myself.
After watching a movie about the Zodiac, people tend to get ideas and theories. What got my attention was the fact that he was ambidextrous. Arthur Lee Allen. When you're dealing with someone who is ambidextrous and who has a habit of writing in reverse, first the biggest problem is knowing that they have that habit. The second is not having enough samples of the ambidextrous person in question. I noticed when writing in reverse, reproducing the alphabet, I was using my left hand as a model for my right hand to follow. In doing this, I found many extensions of letters such as I, E, and F did not match. Now, being conscious of this, when writing in reverse, I stopped using my left hand as a model for my right. I don't pretend to be familiar with the methods handwriting analysis experts use today, but I can say with confidence that when you're dealing with someone who is ambidextrous, with the added possibility they may write in reverse, the letters and numbers that don't match may still be possible to use. Upload everything known to be that of the Zodiacs into three-dimensional space. Upload handwriting samples of all known suspects. Reverse all of their letters and flip them over. You will find that many of the forward writing samples from one hand will match writing done in reverse with the other. Differences in spacing. In general, people produce the alphabet from left to right. However, a person who is ambidextrous and can write forward and reverse with both hands may not fit into that same category. A person who writes in reverse is not to be confused with someone who writes from right to left instead of left to right. There is noticeable and consistent spacing to be observed. I predominantly use my left hand, and in my own findings while writing from right to left with my right hand, and I don't mean just a letter or two, but using whole words in the form of a sentence, I found a natural and consistent spacing, not found by writing with my dominant hand from right to left. The Zodiac Killer was known to be ambidextrous. What was not known is that he may have been writing in reverse with both hands, using random patterns with both hands. Example: writing any particular word, Zodiac for example. The Z may have been with his left hand or right hand, forward or reverse, uppercase or lowercase. He may have turned the letter upside down, writing forward with his left hand, and in any part of the letter where a Z was found, he may have written it in reverse with his right hand, left the letter stationary or turned it upside down. Very subtle differences can be found if the subject was writing standing up or sitting down. Trying to analyze this by hand would make it nearly impossible to produce conclusive results. December 1968, the gruesome murders begin. August 1st, 1969, letters written by the Zodiac arrived at the San Francisco Chronicle, the Vallejo Times-Herald, and the San Francisco Examiner. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all to kill. Words of the insane, and most likely a very intelligent individual. The part that makes him so intelligent is the fact that he hid it so well, but not completely. So what do I have in common with this person? Has everything to do with the way he writes. August 8th, 1969. Donald and Betty Hardin of Salinas, California, cracked the 408 symbol cryptogram. This was all new to me. I hadn't really heard about the Zodiac since I was 11 or 12. My big brother had the book, and I was fascinated by the cipher. I remember telling my mother that I would crack the code, but my brother told me it had already been done. Watching the movie, I learned more details about the suspect, Arthur Lee Allen. They said he was ambidextrous, and I thought that was interesting because I was also. But I had not written anything with my right hand since the second grade. I just didn't like the feel of it. They said that in some cases the writing was right on, then not, and the spacing was off. They had quite a lot of circumstantial evidence, but not enough to ever charge him. So what's so special about me? What did I see that everybody else missed? Actually, at that moment, I didn't know either. Could I have stumbled upon something that had been missed for nearly 50 years? I looked up the Zodiac Letters. In a flash, I saw something familiar, and something I had never even thought to mention to anyone. I thought I would try writing out the alphabet, using both hands. The two didn't match. I had produced two different types of handwriting. I thought this was very interesting. The one thing in the Zodiac Letters that got my attention was the letter C. They say it takes one to know one. The way the C was written, I knew it was written by someone like me. The letter was written in reverse. What he was doing was writing the letter using both hands. Now that's not breaking news because they knew that. But what they didn't know is that he was writing some of the letters in reverse. And that's what they didn't see. Now what does this prove? It proves what law officials believed but lacked the conclusive evidence by handwriting analysis to prove. I found the writing forward with my left hand and writing in reverse with my right hand matched. In addition, persons writing full sentences from right to left instead of left to right will produce consistent spacing. Just imagine how many types of handwriting a person can produce being ambidextrous. Even more if they write in reverse. Uppercase, lowercase, cursive upper and lower. There's nothing brilliant about me. I failed the first grade twice. I had a terrible stutter. I was socially promoted to the second grade. In the second grade, my teacher, Mrs. Brown, tried to make me write with my right hand. I began learning to read English with the Spanish kids in the upstairs room. In addition to that, I also had speech therapy. But despite my shortcomings and challenges, I believe I may have found something that may one day help solve this case. The case of the Zodiac Killer.